You don't give up. Like, there's no giving up. Okay? There's no giving up with manifestation, because whether you want to give up or not, you're still making a decision. So that means you're still manifesting. Now that you're here, before we get started, I do have two announcements. So the first one is, if you haven't already, I would love for you to come and join the Discord community that I made. You can find the link for it in the description below, but it's a community where you can connect with other like-minded people who are into manifestation, law of assumption. And when I tell y'all, the energy in there has been amazing. Like, I kid you not, every time I look in there, everybody's having good conversations and just sharing insight, helping each other. So it's great to share your success stories, read other success stories, get answers to your questions, and so much more. There's like a bunch of channels in there. So if you're interested, if you have Discord, if you have the Discord app, just look in the description below. You can click the link and join. Also, the second announcement that I have, if you watched my video from Wednesday, I said that I was going to have something for you. So I've been working on a freebie that I wanted to give you all. I wanted to create something that was free and valuable, that was loaded with good content, okay? Loaded with good information for you. So I created an ebook about manifesting your dream life. And basically, this ebook is just meant to remind you who you are, give you easy exercises that you can do, and just keep you in the state of being, understanding why it's important for you to remain in the state of having what it is that you desire. So I created this free ebook for you all just so you can keep it. It's a digital download, or you can print it off because it has stuff in there that you can actually print off and use, but you can save it on your phone, refer back to it anytime. There's affirmations in there. There's routine suggestions in there. So it's definitely loaded with good information, and I would love it if you downloaded, checked it out. And if you have any reviews for it, if you have any comments, you can definitely leave them under the video for me, or if you're in the Discord, go ahead and leave me a little review in there. But definitely look below in the description. You'll see a link that says click here to download your free ebook. And yeah, other than that, let's go ahead and get into the video for real. I was thinking about this to myself, and I don't know, I guess it just came from me talking to different people, but you don't have to doubt. There's nothing to doubt. There's nothing to doubt. There's nothing to question when it comes to manifestation. And I say that because a lot of times, I know whenever you are wanting to consciously manifest something, and especially if it's something that you hold a lot of value to, you start second guessing yourself, you start questioning, you start doubting, and that puts you in the state of being of questioning, worrying, doubting, and essentially not having your manifestation. And all of that is just an illusion, okay? There's nothing for you to worry about. There's nothing for you to doubt. Even if you are consciously affirming and you feel like it's not working because you don't see it, it's been however many days, or you needed something by a deadline and it just did not happen, it did not show up. That does not mean that it won't happen for you. That does not mean that you look at your circumstance and say, well, I affirmed I was supposed to do it by this time and it didn't happen, so I guess it's not working. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know where I went wrong. Manifestation just isn't working for me. That's not how this works. And what it is when you start doubting, when you start questioning, you're just putting yourself in the state of being of not having it again. All of those things just apply. All of those things just imply that you don't have your manifestation. And it's not that it's going to keep you from getting your manifestation. And I actually listened to somebody, I don't know, a video popped up, and I'm never really drawn to watch videos anymore, but I believe her name was Rosie. I think it was Rosie. But I clicked her video and listened to it, and she gave a really, really good perspective. And the perspective was there are infinite realities. There are infinite possibilities. Okay. So that means there are infinite versions of reality. So every single possibility and every single outcome is true. Like, it can very well happen. It's just a matter of what are you perceiving. And basically her perception on that was, even if you waver, even if you doubt, even if you have fears, there's still a version of you who did those things and still got their manifestation. So even that one realization alone, that one perception alone, I think is really powerful. Because if you think about it, okay, if you are having doubts, if you're having fears, if you're having worries and all of this about, oh, what if it doesn't happen? There's still a version of you who experienced that, okay, who experienced reality where it seemingly, didn't seem like you were going to get your manifestation, or circumstances just seemed so unfavorable, but there's still a version of you that went through that and still got what they wanted. Now, that's not to say you go and dwell in your circumstances and waver nonstop all day, every day. Wavering is affirming. I just want you to realize that. If you didn't know, now you know. Wavering is affirming because you're just affirming what you don't want. You are confirming circumstances that you don't want. Affirmations are just thoughts. So when you are consciously choosing an affirmation, it's not you consciously picking a magic tool that is going to dramatically do all this crazy stuff. No, yes, it's a magic tool because it's giving you what you want and it's so powerful. One simple thought is that powerful, but it's just a thought. An affirmation is you specifically choosing what it is that you're going to think instead of unconsciously or consciously dwelling in thoughts that do not benefit you. So I do want, like, if you take anything from this video, I want you to remember wavering is you affirming, and it's you affirming that you don't have what you want. So when you're affirming that you don't have what you want, you are existing in a state of not having your desire, which means your reality has to reflect that. So yeah, your circumstances seem unfavorable, and you may have affirmed nonstop for a certain amount of time, and you still don't see your manifestation. That does not mean doubt it. That does not mean question it. That means continue to have faith. And having faith to me just means continuing to persist as the person who does have it. Because even though you can't see things moving, even though it doesn't look like things are moving, things are always moving for you, and they're always working in your favor. So have that slight perspective shift instead of thinking, well, it didn't work. No, when you affirmed, and maybe you affirmed for something for a specific date and it seemingly didn't happen on that date that you needed it by, don't give up. You don't give up. Like, there's no giving up. Okay? There's no giving up with manifestation, because whether you want to give up or not, you're still making a decision. So that means you're still manifesting. Giving up means you are accepting a reality where you don't have what you want. And why would you do that when you know that you are a powerful creator, or you are a co-creator with whatever it is that you identify with in your reality? Either way, there is still a power within you that is creating your experiences. And giving up is you basically telling your subconscious, okay, I accept the fact that I don't have what I want. I accept the fact that these circumstances in front of me that I don't want to see are just going to be my truth. I accept them as my truth. That's what giving up means. You're accepting something that you don't want as your truth. Why? Why would you do that? Why? When you know that whatever it is that you persist in has to be your reality. If you persisted in things not going your way, things not working out for you, and that happened, and it happened so easily and effortlessly, why would it not be the opposite when you actually decide on what it is that you want? Because you're not conditioned to believing that you can actually have what you want, and life can be that easy. And yes, all you have to do is make a decision on something that you actually want to experience, and you can experience it instead of deciding on things that you don't want to experience and experiencing them. It works both ways. It's just a matter of what are you perceiving? Because if you think about it, okay, imagine there is a curtain, and this really just came to me just now, but just imagine you are watching a play, okay, and there's the curtains are closed, but you can open the curtain in different places to see different things, okay? Everything about this play, everything about this movie that you're experiencing exists behind the curtain. Every single possibility, every single outcome that you can come up with is existing right now behind that curtain, and all you have to do is perceive it. And when you peek through the curtain, you can see exactly what it is that you want to see. But it's you focusing on one specific thing, one specific outcome, one specific place, idea, whatever, experience. It's you opening that curtain to see that one thing. You have now opened that realm to perceive that exact experience. That's how your reality works. Everything literally is existing right now. Everything is happening right now. Your eyes don't perceive it, and you don't see it because you're not focused on it. And I just made a video on focus. Like, when you focus on something, it's like, I don't even know how to put it into words, but it's like, I know you've seen those things in the movies and the TV show where it's like a portal opens up, a portal just pops up out of nowhere. That's how your reality is basically working here. You are opening up that portal and allowing that experience to come in because you have focused on it. So now it has to immerse into your reality. It has to be integrated. It has to be experienced by you because you have focused on it. You are the perceiver. So whatever you are perceiving is what you're going to experience. So if you continue to perceive that something doesn't work for you, then it's not going to work for you. And I get it. If you, let's say you took 4 days and you affirmed all day, every day for something, and by day 5, you still didn't have it. And now you feel like it's not working for you and manifestation sucks and it works for everybody else, but it doesn't work for me. So I'm just going to give up and I'm just going to quit because it doesn't work. You didn't. What if it was about to manifest for you? What if it was about to happen by day 6, 7, 8? But you decided to give up and you decided to accept a reality that you honestly didn't want to experience. There's no giving up. There's no giving up, no matter how tough it may be. And trust me, I know, I get it. Things can seem very tough. They can feel very tough. They can feel very unfortunate. They can seem like there's no way out of this hole. But that's just a perception you're creating from that. So because you are perceiving it as there's no way out, there's no way to fix this, that's what you're going to experience. So that's why it's very important to always choose the thoughts that benefit us. Choose the thoughts where, yes, there is a way. Yes, it does work out in the best way possible for me. Yes, things always work out perfectly for me. It's important to be mindful and to focus on these things because the formula for manifestation is very simple. You have a desire, you're aware of your desire. So now you align yourself with being that version of you who has that desire right now. And you do that through however you decide to, meditating, visualizing, affirming, scripting, whatever technique works for you. And you continue to do that technique because that technique keeps you in that state of being. It keeps you being the version of you who has what you want. And that's the point, to indefinitely become that version of yourself, to be that version of yourself. Once you unidentify with that version who doesn't have it, you are only the version who has it. And you are to remain that version who has it until it's a physical experience for you. But just know, no matter how long it takes for you, take time out of it. Don't worry about the time. If you don't perceive yourself to be an instant manifester, if you don't perceive yourself to manifest things at a fast rate, then that should be your focus. Focus on being the version of you who does get everything fast, who gets everything effortlessly, because you're always having a conversation about something with yourself anyway. Those inner conversations are powerful. You're always talking to yourself about something. You're always talking to yourself about something. So what are you going to talk to yourself about? What are you going to tell yourself about yourself? You are the most amazing being that has ever existed, and you should identify as that. You should understand that because you make so much stuff happen. Sit down and look at your life. Look at your reality. Look at the things that you possess. Look at the things that you own. Look at the qualities that you have. You created all of that. If you have a family, if you have a beautiful career, dream home, appearance, whatever makes you happy, you created that through your positive thoughts. Hold on to that. Anchor yourself in that. And practice on focusing only on being that version of you who only creates the good things for yourself. Everything is a state of being. Everything is a state of being. So giving up, that's a state of being. You're giving up and you're surrendering to a circumstance that you still created anyway. So you're just, again, accepting the fact that you created something that you actually don't want because it came from unconscious thoughts. And I say that all the time. I feel like I try to say it in different ways, but an unfavorable circumstance is just an unconscious manifestation. It's a successful manifestation that you created unconsciously. So consciously create what you want. Just be disciplined to sticking to that. Be consistent in being that version every day. Bypass those feelings, bypass those emotions. Learn how to, I don't want to say learn how to fight through them because you're not fighting anything. You're just learning how to maneuver that energy within yourself. You're learning how to maneuver that energy and those feelings because that's what makes things feel real to you. Because you are engaging with it with your emotions, but your emotions aren't what's creating. It's your imagination. It's your thoughts. What are you dominantly focusing on? So if you are in a state where you feel like you are just ready to give up, let me be here to tell you, do not give up, because you giving up is just you accepting a reality that you unconsciously created. You perfectly manifested that. If it's a situation that you're ready to give up about, ask yourself, what were the thoughts that you were thinking? What were the things that you were telling other people in your reality? What were you telling yourself about this particular situation? What were your thoughts? And I guarantee you, your thoughts align with that particular situation or experience that you're ready to give up on. So let's revise it, okay? Let's change it. You can revise the entire situation. You can change it from this point moving forward, but don't allow a past circumstance to dictate what's possible for you. Don't allow a current circumstance to dictate what's possible for you, because you are the one who holds all the power. You're the one who's calling the shots. You call the shots. So take your power back, all right? Take your power back and decide that you are not giving up. You're not going to question. You're not going to doubt. You're just going to trust in yourself, because you have shown yourself you can successfully and accurately 100% manifest specific things, whether it was what you wanted or didn't want. Okay? So stick to it. Stay consistent. Show up for yourself. That's self-love, in my opinion. Show up for yourself every day as your desired version. Dedicate yourself to doing that. Catch yourself. Be mindful. Catch yourself. But giving up is not an option. It is not an option, because we're not quitters. You don't quit on a manifestation. You don't quit on your reality. You can't just turn it off, so there's no way to quit. The same way you can play a game and you could turn that game off and walk away from it, the game of life, you can't walk away from it. You can't walk away from creating your experiences. You just can't. Because once you know this information, you know, and you can't go back to being the version of you who you used to be, who just accepts whatever is thrown at them. Because you realize it's not thrown at you. Life isn't thrown at you. Life is a reflection of you. Life is a reflection of who you are. So if you're a quitter, you're going to experience a reality that proves you to be right. But I'm here to tell you, you're not a quitter. You're not. So keep going. It doesn't matter if you had a deadline and you didn't meet it. Keep going. Keep going no matter what, because you're going to wake up in the reality that you desire, because repetition is all that it takes. Consistency and discipline is all that it takes. And you're going to wake up in your reality, and you're going to be so glad, so thankful, so happy, and so relieved that you did not give up, that you did not just let go and accept this version of you who you've been for so long, that complains and dwells and just accepts all the negative shit that you don't have to deal with. You're not that version of you no more. All right. That's my message for you all in this video. And just in case you didn't see it in the beginning of the video, I did create a free ebook for you all that really just talks about how to manifest your dream life. It's a mini ebook. It is very straight to the point. It's full of detail, but it's short, okay? Because it's not a long, drawn out process. It is very precise and accurate on how you can show up for yourself every single day, so that you can experience your desires. So it's definitely a digital download. You can also print it off, but it serves as a really good reminder when you need it. You can open it, remind yourself of it. There's affirmations at the end. Read it, okay? Ingest that content and remind yourself of who you are, because you create your reality. You are creating this experience for yourself, and it can be a very beautiful one if you allow that to be your state of being. All right. So if you have any questions or comments for me, please leave them down below. If you are interested in any type of services from me, whether it's my membership that I have on YouTube, any coaching services, I have phone and email coaching, all of the information for everything is down below. Just click the description link. And if you have any questions about anything, you can definitely leave them for me and I'll answer them. Other than that, if you watch this video until the end, I appreciate you so much, and I will see y'all in the next video.